Howdy, folks, and welcome to something pretty new for me. When I was getting to the end of Hell of a Boss Season 1, I called out for suggestions of new stuff to react to, and a really good friend of mine, two really good friends of mine actually, suggested Centaurworld, a show I think they've mentioned to me once or twice, but I had never heard of other than them. They have highly recommended it, said it's very good. It is apparently finished now. It's a Netflix joint. But one of the things that they said to me is that the music is very, very good, and that if anything, I should start with doing a couple song reactions. I'm a bit of a musician myself. Stupid. But yeah, I play music. I love music. I listen to music all the time. So I figured a lot of the shows I love, a lot of my favorites have really, really good music. So I figured what better way to introduce myself to something new that could potentially become a full reaction series, depending on the how this is received and honestly what I think of these songs. But we're gonna hop right in. I don't know anything about this show. I don't know what it's rated. Just the fact that this theme song that we're going to start with here is from the Netflix After School YouTube channel means I'm kind of expecting it to be like a TVY7 at the most, like a TVPG kind of rating, which is okay. Some of my favorite shows have that rating, like Steven Universe. I think one of my my favorite cartoon of all time, I would probably say, has like a PG rating, and it throws in like trauma, horror, genocide, all that kind of dark stuff. And has really, really good music. So this is the only segment here. This is going to be different. Normally I record the episodes and stuff I watch separate. I'm going to try to do it on the fly here and kind of bring it in here. But this is the only thing that I actually have video for today. So I'm going to scooch over just a little bit, get my screen on. Love this starting thing here. By the way, I don't know anything about Centaurworld. The closest thing, I think I read part of a description that said like it's like a grizzled, old, world-weary horse gets thrown into like a My Little Pony world kind of thing, as far as like colorful and happiness and everything, and he's just kind of like done with everything, which is a pretty funny concept. I'll give it that, if that's actually what it is, but I have no idea. Like I said, this is the only bit that has video, so let's see what I can glean from this and how good the song is. I have like a rating scale of classic cartoon intros that I'll be comparing it to later. But let's hop in. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, new
Hey.
friend. I'm glad you made it.
It's a little close to be calling me friends.
Hey, new friend. As long as you are with us, you are home. It really sounds like
Interesting to like start the theme song with just a "Hey friend."
But now you're here.
That doesn't sound like an old grizzled man horse.
Cause you made it to Centaurworld, and nothing better represents our world than this colorful collection of singing and dancing.
This is also like pretty long for an intro. Like this is about close to a minute and a half. So I'm wondering if like a shortened version of this is gonna be what's at the beginning of every episode.
I mean, technically, sure, we were at war with a ruthless horde of
Okay.
warriors.
Warriors! Oh gosh.
But hey, let's just pretend it's okay.
How'd they get from up there to like down there? Okay, so let's see. So I guess the isekai here is that it's a horse that's thrown into a world of centaurs. I mean, that horse's face is kind of mine. Okay, so that's it. It seems. Little post credits kind of. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's the end of that. Kind of basic for an intro. Like it gets the job done. It lets me know that we are in Centaurworld. So I guess this is a bit of like an isekai kind of thing, but not like a human going to a different world or a different creature coming to the human world. It's like a horse to a slightly different horse world. It's, one of those things, like I mentioned Amphibia a lot as being one of my favorite shows ever, really, at this point. And that was one that I kind of watched it, and the intro didn't immediately grab me. Like, I love the visuals and everything, but as far as like the tune itself, I was kind of like, it seems okay. It seems a little generic, but over time, the more I heard it, the more I like bop to it and everything. It got there for me basically. So this is one like it's very explainy with the words as far as like for being like a show intro kind of thing, and I'm assuming it is because it says theme song lyric video here. I'm in Centaurworld apparently, but you can't judge a show just by a single song. So as I'm pulling up the next one, I have 3 more that I'm going to listen to. None of the rest of these have video with them because it's kind of like one of those things like the video would kind of spoil stuff. Kind of like even if a song itself is mostly safe, for Steven Universe to go back to, for example, like I would highly recommend anyone listen to Here Comes a Thought. But if you watch like the episode clip from it, it would kind of spoil, like if you've never seen the show before, it would spoil one of the big reveals at the end of the first season about a certain character, as well as some other stuff about a couple other characters. But the song itself doesn't have any spoilies in it, but the video does. So none of the rest of these are going to be videos from the show. My friends kind of warned me about that. But this next one is called Hello, Rainbow Road, something I also say when I play Mario Kart. This seemed to be I found a playlist that has like all songs, and this seemed to be pretty like high up in the order. Same with the next one that we're going to listen to, but let's get through this one first. This one's slightly longer. I don't know how long these episodes are. There's one that's shorter. Okay. One that's about the same length as the intro, but these next 2 are about 2.5 minutes long each. So let's hop into Hello Rainbow Road in 3, 2, 1, go.
You said the road around this world is tiled with rainbows, and the lands are filled.
I like the kind of reverse, like
great and small.
Probably happen again here.
Why are you sitting around here?
Oh, it didn't. It just kind of okay. But like the kind of reverse thing, like you play like a guitar chord in reverse, and so it like gets louder and louder, and then like suddenly cuts off.
It takes a little boldness and a little bit of magic. I'd go on my own if only I had it, the magic that is.
I'm also trying to like place voices from the theme song as I listen to this. This looks significantly louder. Love that classic kind of like everything cuts off while like the sharp melodic hook hits right there. Nice. This sounds very Broadway, this one. Ooh. Nice run up high. Love that. I'm assuming there's a lot more. There's like, yeah, we're like halfway done. This seems like a melody that could pop back up like in future songs, like a little leitmotif of a character or something. This is super Broadway. Yeah, even like the bass coming back in is like, sounds like straight out of a Broadway show, which I guess is a really, really good compliment. The circle of... Cut out. Oh, no, it didn't come back in with the drums. She's got a voice. A haunting little oboe at the end. Okay, so that sounded like something straight out of a Broadway show, as I was saying through it. Like it had all the trappings that you would hear in like a stage musical kind of thing, which is a compliment because it's like, obviously whoever wrote the songs for this show is well versed in that kind of world and knows how the songs work and knows how to like make something like really, really listenable for someone who doesn't, I didn't have the words, I didn't have anything, I didn't have any video, don't know who was singing it, don't know really what it was about, but the song itself was real good. Like I could just see this popping up on a playlist, like right in between, like, I don't want to like make comparisons. I'm not too knowledgeable on musicals. I can't just like throw references at the drop of a hat. But this sounded very, very much out of like really just kind of a classic Broadway kind of thing. I've played in a couple, not on Broadway, but just like high school productions for a friend. Yeah, that was cool. She had a really good voice. Like when she ran up the scale to like the super high notes at the end, like good stuff. I'm really hoping that my friends gave me a broad selection sampling platter to pick from. Don't know where we're gonna get here. This one is called Tower-Nato, like Centaur-Nato, but also like a tornado. I do know that the last one we're gonna do is a villain song, which I'm excited for because villain songs are great. And they specifically told me to do that one last. So we are going to listen to Tower-Nato. It's about the same length. So let's see what we're in for in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, like the choir voice already. I don't know the context, but just picturing like a tornado or a storm in my head, like I can kind of hear it kind of like going around. Ooh, that trap beat though. All right, this is different than the last one. I wasn't expecting this. I actually like trap beats. Like, I don't think they're overplayed or outdated or anything. Like, throw a trap beat on anything and I'm happy. You know, though, if you take the trap beat out, it still sounds like it could be something out of a musical. I'm also just thinking, like, how these can like be just placed in the middle of episodes like this. Like these are all like big musical numbers. Ooh, that's like dark and menacing. I like that. All right, that sounds like that one character that was like, the warriors came or whatever. Then they like took her away with a hook. This is really dark sounding. Like, I know I said I had like the visuals in my head of a storm or a tornado, but like the music is matching that. Like I'm like intrigued to see like how this fits in with whatever's going on and how this can happen just in the middle of an episode of any cartoon, really. Ooh, I also hear like a little synth arpeggio in the background. I love those too. I'm a sucker for those. Okay, so that's it for that one. So more so than the first one, at least. Like the first one, there was just one lead I could hear. I think I heard like 2, maybe 3 leads singing there. I think it was just 2 though, like one main one and then a secondary one that came in like kind of in the bridge kind of area. Once again, don't have the lyrics or anything, but like just like the production on these is intense. Like the strings and like full like band orchestra pit production on that first song that wasn't the theme song, and now this one with like the choir and the horns and stuff playing low, but then like adding in like the trap beats and the synth arpeggiation. Like this show, like do I gotta watch this show? I think I was thinking about it and I was like, depending on how this video does, I was thinking of putting like a like kind of thing on there, like, oh, if this video gets X amount of likes. But honestly, I hate when people do that, so I don't think I'm going to do that. But if you're a fan of the show and would love to see me watch it, just leave me a comment below, letting me know, hey, you should watch this thing because it's real good. Is it a show that's going to make me cry as well? I feel like it's a show that'll eventually just like make me cry. But we got one more song. Nothing Good, the villain song I talked about. Hey, what'd you make a video on the other day, Tallman? Oh, Nothing Good. Hopefully Nothing Good is good. We are going to, I guess we'll just hop right into this one. I'm curious to hear what kind of like flavors we're going to get here. So let's get going in 3, 2, 1, play.
Love is a spark cast into water.
I think I was expecting like a deep manly voice, knowing that this is a villain song.
Burns ever hotter than kills and betrays. Passages cannot
I love when like strings and stuff like slide up.
forevermore. Sometimes the only way forward means closing the door. Keep it locked up, keep it sealed tight. Shut it
Getting some Frozen,
away. Hope you
keep it in, don't let it in, don't let it show
nothing good is made.
vibes from this.
Sometimes the ones
I'm actually trying to pay attention to some of the words here this time. I don't know why I keep looking over at this screen. It's not like it's going to help me.
turn out to be those who stood there by your side.
Betrayal.
Keep it locked up, keep it sealed tight, shut it down.
Someone who's been hurt in the past and now sees that the only way to like accomplish their goal.
No. Nothing
No.
good is meant to stay.
You know, I will say just okay, and that's it. One short and sweet. I don't want to compare voices because every voice is unique and everything, but just like she had a great voice there, and it wasn't what I was expecting for like a villain. I think I was like expecting just like I don't know. I just feel like villains in a bunch of these shows that have songs have to be like a Scar singing "Be Prepared" or Friends on the Other Side, another really, really good one. Both like guys with like deep, sinister kind of voices. So I wasn't expecting like a lady here. Are there any dudes in this show? I mean, not that I'm complaining. Like, hey, make whatever you want. But all of these, I pretty much only heard like. I mean, I heard some male voices in the intro song, but all threes are female led. So it seems. And I don't know. I don't know if it's because this one was like shorter and didn't have time to like have a proper like big bridge and build up kind of thing. I think my favorite of these so far had to be the Tower-Nato. I just loved all the different like flavors we got of the various production. It seems like they had like if that's like a synthesized orchestra, then that's like a pretty good synthesized orchestra, but I wouldn't surprise me if they had like a full band that like recorded these, because it sounded really good. Like sometimes you can tell when it's like fake, like synthesized orchestra stuff, and this sounded like higher quality than that. So, yeah. So I think my favorite one was the Tower-Nato, just with the choir, with the clashing of like the trap beat and the synths with the orchestra and all that kind of stuff, like melding together and made for really, really interesting. Like that one more so than all the other ones made me feel like, ooh, what's going on in this show? But yeah, so once again, if you want to see me watch Centaurworld, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that kind of stuff. I'm certainly intrigued. The music is very good. Like, I know that my friends probably picked like some of the best like high tier kind of songs from it, as you would do if a friend was asking you to like give you a couple songs. But like if most of the other songs are of this quality, like I think there's some real good stuff there, and honestly like really intrigued to check it out. Hopefully the story is good and everything as well. Animation looked very bright and colorful from what I saw in the intro. And it would be nice for the first time to like already like hear a song going into it, and then when it pops up in the show, have the context and be like, oh, that's what was happening kind of thing. I've never had that experience with a show. I've always watched whatever first and then re-listened to the music. So yeah, at this point, I think I'm just rambling for the most part. So I think that's going to do it for me. Once again, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of this show and whether or not I should watch it. I'm assuming there's probably going to be new eyeballs on the channel for this video. So hi, if this is your first time catching me. I do reaction stuff every now and again, mostly cartoons, mostly animated stuff. So if that's up your alley, feel free to subscribe and stick around and watch another video or two. I would greatly appreciate it. Other than that, on Twitter and Twitch, I'm at HeyTallman at both places, and I'd love to see you there as well. And I don't know when this video is going to go up, so whenever it does, I think it should be before the new year. So if that's true, then Happy New Year. And if it doesn't, well, Happy New Year. I guess it works either way, huh? But yeah, so that's going to do it for me. So thank you for watching, and have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.